Hey guys, what is up? My name is PandaMaster, and welcome to another update video. It is the 1st of March. We are officially, well, I mean, technically not officially, because it's this month. I don't remember the exact day, but, like, it's been a year with COVID, guys. I mean, I know technically it's been a year with COVID since November, but, you know, it's been a year since the pandemic, so that's awesome. Love that. Love that we're still here. I know I look like I don't look great today. I mean, hair on fleek as always, but like I'm just tired, you know. I'm just tired, which is sad because I've been up for like almost 2 hours. But you know, it's cool. It's all good. Anyway, let's get into this video. Thank you guys for all the support over the last month. I was looking over, you know, my top videos, top streams, different things like that, and my god, you guys went off on the Derek Delgadio review, the In and of Itself, which I'm super happy about. Go watch that movie. It is one of my favorite films this year so far, which I know doesn't say much because we're only in March, but still. It's an amazing film, and so definitely, if you guys haven't checked out my review, go watch it, and, you know, if you haven't seen the movie, go watch it. It's on Hulu. It's really awesome, but yeah, that video really popped off, so thank you guys so much. It's already one of my, you know, most highly viewed videos ever, so that's cool. Thank you guys very much. And so, yeah, I had a lot of fun with that. I also, something I did over on the Twitch side of things this past month is, you know, I started live reacting to big live streams, right? So the Nintendo Direct, we reacted to that. We reacted to BlizzCon Line. We reacted to the State of Play. Basically, I try to do these sort of things if I can. So, like, I would have done the Pokemon Presents, which technically wasn't a live stream. It was a premiere. But I was working. Like, I physically couldn't. So, you know, when I can, I would love to do that sort of thing. And so that's something that I recently started and would love to, you know, keep doing. And, you know, you guys seem to like them. And so, and it's a fun time, you know. It's, the reason I never did it before is because it was always weird to me, like live streaming a live stream. Like, that was always something I was like, why would you do that? But honestly, it's kind of fun, you know, doing it together because those chats are so chaotic and messy. Like, you can't have a good time in the actual live stream chats themselves. Whereas if you do it yourself, then, you know, you get your community together and you guys talk over them and have a good time. And, you know, it was a lot of fun. So, yeah, I've had a good time with those. So thanks to everybody who's turned out for those so far. Hopefully we'll get to do some more here soon. But, you know, with those sort of things, they never announce when they're going to be until, like, a day in advance. So, like I said, who knows? But I'd like to do more of those. But, yeah, that was fun. And so, looking forward to March. I mean, this year I don't really have too much of a schedule. I have a big project, I will say, that I'm working on that should be out hopefully within the next week. I'm excited to talk about that. I've been working on it ever since the completion of my big PS5 video, which huge thanks to everybody who turned out for that as well. Go watch that if you haven't. The top 25 best PS5 games. Worked on that for 3 months, right? And so in this next project is definitely also a big, like, I would say on a similar scale as that one, but I've got it done in about a month. So yeah, I'm happy about that. It took me a lot less time than the PS5 video, but yeah, I'm hoping to have that up this week. So that's exciting. And in terms of YouTube streaming, right? No major, like, they're still happening for those that really love YouTube streams, because I know you guys enjoy them. That was like part sarcasm, part real, because I know there are some people, you know, that show up to my YouTube streams and all that, but also, you know, please show up to my YouTube streams. We have a good time, and I love the sense of community we build there. But I said at the beginning of the year, you know, I've been doing the Road to Village series, right? And so Resident Evil Village is my most anticipated game of 2021, and I'm very excited. And so I said I was going to play through all the Resident Evil games to get ready for Village, right? So I've played most of the Resident Evil games, but I've only beaten, I think, 2 and 7. I feel like there's one I'm forgetting, but I think those might actually be, yeah, I'm pretty sure those are the only games I've beaten, and I've played pretty much all of them. And so I'm terrible at beating games. I have big commitment issues. And so, anyway, started playing through it. I just beat the first Resident Evil for the first time. a week ago. Yeah, a week ago, and about a week ago. But that took me 2 months, so we're not on track right now. So here's what I'm gonna do. YouTube streams are going to be exclusively Resident Evil now. I'm having a great time. I'm starting Resident Evil 2 tonight, so be sure to tune in at 5 p.m. Eastern. Going to be playing some Resident Evil 2, which is my favorite Resident Evil game. I played that right at launch, the remake. Played that right at launch. Literally played through it twice back-to-back with Leon and Claire. And, so I'm going to be running Claire this time. That's my thing, because I'm also going to be playing Code Veronica X eventually, after 3, I believe, is its order. And so I've never played it before, but since Claire is one of the 2 main characters in Code Veronica, I was like, okay, we'll do Claire, because she is more pertinent to the upcoming storyline. And yes, I know Leon and Resident Evil 4 and Ada and all that. Like, it's very difficult, and I've thought about doing both. Like, for instance, like, I thought about doing... I mean, Resident Evil 2 makes the best case for doing both playthroughs because of unlocking the true ending and everything and them happening at different times. But, it doesn't do a whole lot. And especially for the first game, because the first game literally, like, canonically, like, you play as one or the other. Like, you don't play as... Like, they're not connected like 2's is. And so, like, I technically haven't met Rebecca Chambers yet, so that's going to be... a quote-unquote issue when I get to Resident Evil 0, but not really, because, just whatever. Like I said, with Ada Wong, I mean, it is kind of important, so I kind of regret not playing it, like, not going to play as Leon. I say this before I've even done it yet, but I've already made up my mind that I'm playing Claire, and so, yeah, I don't know. Well, I'm making compromises, man. But, sorry, I get into rants a lot. If you've been watching my, like, media reviews, besides, like, basically any review outside of the games, you'll know I go on rants a lot, especially the past few videos. But yeah, so exclusively Resident Evil. I'm sorry for my Uncharted fans and my Ratchet fans. I will get back to them, but for now, until Resident Evil Village comes out, or until I get through all the Resident Evil games, it's gonna be Resident Evil, baby. I'm very excited. I'm also very tired, so I feel like I would be much more excited in terms of facial reactions if it weren't for my sleep deprivation, which doesn't make any sense because I slept a solid, like, 12 hours. Actually, I slept almost 12 hours, and I feel like this, so that's fun. That's fun. Anyway, yeah, but thank you guys so much for all the support. It really does mean a lot to me. I was looking back about a week ago, I think. About a week ago. I was checking all my YouTube metrics and Twitch and everything was all in the green. Everything was going up. And so I'm happy about that. Thank you guys so much for all the support. It really does mean a lot. I enjoy making content. I love making content. It's what I want to do. And, just talking about stuff. And I had someone, and I'm not going to throw them under the bus, and I don't mean this disrespectfully, but I was in contact with someone from the games industry, and I asked for advice about how to go forward. And one of the things that they said was, my content's all over the place, right? I do movie and TV show reviews, game reviews, top X lists, gaming news, like all this stuff. It's just all over the place, and it's hard to gauge what my content is. In which I really thought about that, and then with the streams as well. And like, I was really thinking about that. I was like, am I doing this wrong? Because I don't know. I've gotten similar. I guess I haven't specifically, but I've heard other people say, keep your content, in line, essentially. Don't go all over the place, because I've heard things like that before, and it really got me thinking about it. Should I change up? Should I narrow down my content? But then it's like, after I was thinking about it, and maybe this isn't the right thing to do, I was like, no, I'm not going to change what I do, because here's my thing. I love media, right? If I had to pick one, I love video games the most, of course. Like, I'm a huge video game guy. but I love films. I love TV shows. I love comics. I love all forms of media, you know. I love to, you know, there's some really good books out there, and there's some really awesome uh, pieces of art in other, you know, ways, like awesome YouTube videos or so, you know. Like, all sorts of media is really, really unique, because I think if you put passion into it, they're all amazing and they should all be showcased. And so I don't like narrowing myself down to a certain thing like that. And you know, I'm sure I completely understand this person's point of view, and like I said, I've heard it from multiple other people, not necessarily aimed directly towards me, but just in general. And so I completely understand, and I know that there's going to be certain deals that I won't be able to make because of that very reason, because these people in the industry can't seem to peg down my what my content is, like what I'm focusing on. And you know, if I had to sum it up, so you know, if anybody here is watching, you know, my content, it's just media in general. And maybe that's too broad, maybe it is, I don't care, you know, because I'm having a good time and I'm watching and I'm consuming all this awesome media, and I want to talk about it all. And I know there are people out there that are just like me. Hell, Manny, if you're watching this, I know you get me. You watch as many TV shows and movies as I do. You love movies and stuff, but you also love video games. And so it's like, Manny, I know we're on the same level. And I know all these other people, like there are plenty of others too, that, you know, they love video games, but they also love all this other stuff and talking about these things. And a lot of times they intersect in really interesting ways. Video games are inspired by movies and vice versa, and all this other stuff. And so, yeah, I have a wide variety of content. But if you boil it down, it's really just media criticism and analytics. That's essentially what my channel is. And so where it seems like it's too complex, I just summed it up in 4 words, one of them being a contraction. So, you know, again, no disrespect to that person. I completely understand. And, you know, I'm not anyway, but also, there you go. You want to know my content? That's what it is. And so, thank you guys for all of your support. Again, seriously, I can't express it enough. I love the growth that's been happening on both channels lately, and, you know, all of you guys' support. It really means a lot, truly. You know, this sort of stuff is what makes me the happiest, right? Making content, having people engage, building a community. That's why I love streaming so much, and couldn't do it without you guys. And so thank you guys for being here. But yeah, like this video, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys next time for whatever it is I'm doing. Alright, see ya.